What's up, beautiful humans? Welcome back to the Loud Lounge with Kimmy podcast under Mission Possible Production TV. So with me here today is
Vanessa Kuya.
Oh, Salimia
Vanessa Kuya.
Hi,
Seni. Seni, hi guys. Yeah. So
anyway, Vanessa, it's been a minute. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Hapa na pale as usual.
Ma 1-2-1-2. Hizo shughuli 1-2-1-2 mna Twitter. Uko ndo mnaendanga kutafuta pesa. We know you all. Ati 1-2-1-2 na unarudi na 100 G's.
Silent ones.
Anyway, I'm also good. I'm glad you came. So, come to think of it, our topic for today will be that phase in a relationship where you start hating your partner. Like, sprinkle. Your topic imenikumbusha some story I saw on X. Ati some guy was saying he's married. So anasema ati my wife is so boring now that ata okay, sorry to say it like this, that ata akidedi sitalia ama sitasumbuka ende tu.
Well, it's a stage in a relationship. Kana mtu like for a while, alafu it's flaws after flaws, you know. Alafu red flags after red flags. Na inakujanga tu. Ama mtu anze kazi ati sana like when you began, like it was some sort of way, alafu waka change. You became uptight. So like you start having a certain attitude towards them.
So una feel you been okay, acha nikutumie kama example. You been that way to your guy, niju amechange. Like something happened
personally
in the relationship.
For me that's how I will change my point of view or my attitude towards someone. Inakwanga hivyo. But
I think I'll disagree with you. It doesn't necessarily mean amechange. Unaweza pata tu mmedate for like 3-4 years. Umechoka na yeye. Like every time you see him kwa nyumba, let's say you're ishirini pamoja, mnakaa pamoja. So ukimuona tu kwa hiyo nyumba, you're like, I'm just tired. You're just over the person, but you don't want to tell them.
Okay, there's that also. But the people who have different attachment styles. You know, like, it's true what you've said, but I can't want someone else. You know, like, there are things you're offering that I would get somewhere else, according to me. That's hypothetically, though. So I'll stick there. But then, this is for me. I'm talking about my experience. So, like, the previous relationship I was in, TMI. So like the previous relationship I was in, kulikuwa na like a few things I didn't like about this person, but I decided to stay because there are things I couldn't get from somewhere else that I could get from him. So like you just try to put up with it, but at some point utachoka. So you kuchoka and we wait for it. Usually wait for it so that you can go.
Women. So but you just tell them, in as much as you get some things from them, ama you change it, iache kuwa a relationship per se equal an open relationship. You get so that you still get those favors. Na uku umetoka usiku unaboeka hivyo.
But
do it make sense?
Will that work with someone who's clingy?
No.
Exactly.
So in this case, the guy is clingy. Ama ni the lady.
Yes, ni ngumu. Ni ngumu.
Leo unajianika hapa kwa podcast.
Actually, I realize it's not only me. It happens to a variety of us. Unless maybe yours is coming. You never know. Rain is coming. Rain is coming. So but that's how it is. So your time in relationship unaanza kumwangalia like, why do you have such a huge nose? Why are you breathing so heavily?
You reminded me.
Like inafanga your time. But then with time pain, the feeling also disappears if they change. You know, like if they start treating you better, they start giving you like more info wherever they're going to. No. Like the things that you ulikuwa unaambia, hey, don't do this, don't do that. Maybe some of them start changing. You're like, oh, I didn't even hate you at first.
But sasa, let me contradict you. Tell me you're dating with this guy. He was the lady is toxic, a toxic kind of a person, and the guy is calm, amechill too. And then see this toxic lady likes the guy not a bit aggressive. So okay, ukianza kufanya the nice things, so unajua sasa the lady will hate you more than like you.
Really?
Yeah, because the lady doesn't want this calm person, anamwona kama weak. So she wants that a bit aggressive person. So the moment you think that your lady wants you utulie, you like do these nice things for her, sasa when do you aggravate more, like ana jam to ako like, why you even in my space, why you in my house, tunafanya nini na wewe, you know, anaanza tu kuchukia.
But if it's for that lady, then sure, for that specific toxic lady.
Yeah.
Toxic. Not toxic.
Why is the toxic like this?
She's not toxic.
She is.
She's not. Maybe let's say she's avoidant and protective, but she's not toxic.
Oh, protective no nataka an aggressive person. Karibu nikumaliza.
To herself, not to someone else. Like to herself. It's like how you get into a relationship and love you, like maybe someone is trying to be all nice to you and after you're pushing them away.
Oh, that can shield you put.
So like it will come out as toxic, but it isn't, you know.
Oh, that's what makes sense.
That's what I know. But kuna watu wengine yenye pia like you're out here cheating and you know.
and you know.
But for that specific lady, for what I think she should do, she'll just look for someone else. So really, why would you be with someone that you don't want in the first place?
Tuseme, okay, let me put it like this. Tuseme the lady alimjua akiwa a bit aggressive. Sasa when they started dating, you get me sasa.
Akachange.
So
it was like a phase.
Let's
like
just
a phase at the beginning. Oh, interesting.
It makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So no.
How should we do that? Akienda tu. Sasa hizo ni.
Watu mwambia fix vitu atienda tu.
No, okay, like if they fix things, itakuwa, you know, sorry to say, but from my experiences, men are not consistent.
What? You can just speak to me.
Men are not consistent. Ata behave the right way for like 2 months, 3 months. As a how. Alafu arudi to what he was doing. Until when you say something about it, you call him out. That's when he'll be like, oh shit. Sawa, let me go back to what I was.
But you feel like women pia hawako consistent. Wako consistent.
If you actually like love someone, not like you'll be consistent. That's for me. Miss Jiko. But most people, okay, like for you, would you be consistent with someone you love?
Nadhani. Yes, of course, I'll be consistent.
Why did you think about it first?
Because sasa see, it's that time you analyze you. Unaona vile mtu anaweza kuuliza, who are you? That can minute you take to like, who am I? Who am I? Then you like answer. So that was me. Live consistent. And then I answer you get. Yeah, but I feel pia not all men will be that inconsistent. There's some men that have you met TikTok men?
No.
No, like okay, from the fantasy they live kwa TikTok, I think I've met 1 or 2 relationships where the man is consistent from the start to like he doesn't change hadi wanakuja wana they get married.
But are you sure that's not content?
Ndo nimesema from the fantasy.
Yeah, fantasy. See, that's fantasy.
Huwezi kosa in the 100%, at least 5% of men that are lakini 5 ni kidogo, tuseme 30 ama 30 ni mingi.
Punguza.
Hapo 15.
No, when you look it.
15. Wakula. When you look it. 15. I think huwezi kosa 15% of men that are consistent. Makes sense.
Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. So, okay, in every population, huwezi kosa like the 1 out of,
10, right?
The 1 out of 10, huwezi kosa.
Yeah.
But kuwapata ni ngumu also, because it's
you just have to struggle.
Bill mpya.
Did you just call wanaume baby? Watu ndo nita baby. But anyway, makes sense. So I was asking, what other, like what do you think makes people wanachoka na their partners in a relationship? What other reason?
Maybe it's because apart from kukaa na mtu sana.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because of maybe change, maybe then they think they're changing for the better, but ndo anaharibu, you know. Like he used to be caring, like inside no do. He's all over your space, like to up, but where are you? You know, like so utachoka, because now you can't go anywhere without, you know, telling him, or now, like maybe akona wewe sasa, like you want to go out with the girls, but then akoteleza, so we go. Surely you're the only guy. So like you start developing some malice towards your partner if he's not giving you enough space. I'm a kind of overdo whatever he used to do.
But I feel like that can be sorted out in a communication. Like just tell the guy, you're really into my space sana, and I'd like okay, not the way I'm saying it, do words zangu sija filter. Just get better words to put it. Like you're really into my space sana, and I'd like some me time, some girl time, you know. And as much as we are dating, nakupenda yes, but there are times itafika you just want my space.
But what if they tell you, ati, me feel like when you go out, you do some things, like other things, so now I don't feel like I should trust you, like when you're with other people, maybe because they've seen your friends, you know, kitu kayo. So how will you tackle that?
But I think ikifika hapo, I don't know the better word to put it there, but it becomes a bit psycho-ish. Juu, you love me, right? You should be trusting me. And sijakupea reason yako kuni doubt that nitaenda nje and I'll go hang out with people you don't want. So the fact that you've already thought about that in a colleague, you're clingy, you're overprotective, you're obsessed with me, and obsession is not a nice thing.
But I thought that people should be obsessed with you, like. Sorry. No, I thought that like your partner should be obsessed. Not like crazily obsessed, like the type lovey-dovey obsessed.
No, at this point, mimi at that small obsession, I don't want it. I think they turn to narcissists, to sadists, to psychos. I just don't want. Mimi ukianza tu kuwa obsessed hivi, I just walk out for real. I just can't. I've had stories that these chilies that are dating obsessed guys, and it never ends well.
Okay, so fine, that's also true. But going back to the point you said, what if he tells you, I'm just trying not to be insecure with you?
Ako obsessed?
No, like well, moving back to the point where we say, the point where we say that your partner should be the point where you hate your partner. Can you digress? Digress. So the point where you start hating your partner, love tukasema ati when he's being clingy, so like what if he's telling you ati I'm clingy because I don't want to be insecure. So like in order for us to kill the insecurity, just let me be in your space. So
it's anatafuta a better way to say, in order for me not to be insecure, just be around me. Usitoke kwa hii nyumba, just be indoors. Whatever you need, I'll get it for you. Cut off your friends, cut off okay, acha tuweke in a situation that una work, sawa. Like nini wakubwa, you're not the teenage ages. Same you're around 25, you're working. So I will stop working just because you don't want to be insecure. You see how dumb that looks?
If need be, but me I wouldn't do it. I'd be like, hey bro, deep.
It really doesn't make sense. I just stop my work, and the guy will be going to work, right? So he's allowed to have friends, he's allowed to go to work, he's allowed to spend time outside. But sasa mimi unanifungia kwa nyumba. That's not right. It's 2024.
So you see, this is why you'll develop malice towards your partner. That's a point.
Counterattack.
That's a point.
Yeah. I'm trying to look for something to imekata. But that fails. You remember that time it was trending? You saw those comments.
I saw them. Some of them are very explicit.
Right?
Because I was like, mono sama hivyo.
You unapitia to TikTok, you're like, did you actually say this?
Am I the ones who hug you and they're like, oh God, you're squishing me? It's sometimes it starts with the like really small things. Like you're at Jati, I don't like how you smell these days. I don't like how you dress these days. Laugh saying as a build. But my question is, why don't you just leave? You know.
Vile tu umesema, you might be getting better things here that you don't want to leave them.
Yeah, but
so you're willing to overlook. But pia you overlook, you get tired. You know, you're human. Itaisha tu.
But why doesn't anyone get the strength to just leave without going back and being hesitant? You know, there's this, you know, there's that. Why? Mbona kuna kwanga na hiyo?
Because I've been asking myself, like, so you just forget these things you're getting, assume utazipata somewhere else, and then you just pack your bag and go. But it's never that easy.
Yeah, it's easier said than done.
So you're like,
it's easier said than
right? So unaisema kwa akili, you're like, maybe I'll just pack and I'll go because this is too much for me to take in, and maybe you're 20 or 21, so you're like, I think I'll get someone better with these things. But then, okay, ukuje tu unapitia TikTok, unapitia drum, and then you find like a meme contradicting you. So unaona, ina reset your mind. That has ever happened to you?
It's ever happened to me. It's ever happened to me, and I'm like, oh, by then there was this. You used to do this and that. Mostly it's TikTok. It's crazy how the algorithm always knows what you're going through.
Right? And then you're like, who knew I'm going through this? So unasoma, you're like, akili inarudi to default. So it becomes a whole cycle. You start thinking of it, you want to do it, something happens, you go back. You know.
Go back. Then the cycle keeps going on.
Yeah, right.
It's crazy. It's a whole chain. Who will save us? We're doomed.
By the time you realize it, ndo inaget sasa kuwa toxic. You see my sense?
Yeah, I get your sense.
Sasa the relationship gets toxic. It's now hard to get out. And but sasa pia get toxic, you're like, enough is enough, you get out.
But what about those people who like the toxic environment?
No, for that one, I think ni different than mwenye ali hold on to that akakaa hadi ka get toxic. They can't deal with the toxicity. You get what I'm saying?
Mtu mwenye haoni the toxicity until you like they tell someone the story and they're like, Kai, imagine Kimmy ilichezwa.
Guy, imagine.
Imagine you're being manipulated. What? So like there are those people who like never know until like you share like the story and you're like, haya, acha jokes for real.
But I feel hii inatu affectingi as the ladies sana than the guys. Because, okay, let me put it like this. It gets to that point. So you realize there are many red flags being built inside. So when I come tell you about what I think, so ndo unaanza kunotice, whether there's something wrong, I come tell you my story. So you're like, unajua you're with a clear mind. So you know, you like hear the story with a clear mind. You're not in love like I am. So unaona enyewe,
you know him like I do.
You don't know him like I do. He'll change. So you listen to my story, you're like, and yeah, this guy has been playing you all along. These are many red flags. Lakini sasa because I love you, zinakaa pink ama nimezivla. You see?
Okay, sawa. At the end of the day, we are the cause of our problems. So
right,
we are the cause of our problems. Both guys and babes. So let's not pin it on us, sana.
Yeah, we don't.
Because it takes two to tango. So like you see, you also have your you also have your contribution into this situation.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm the only one who's like, see, I'm so sure the other guy, if there was a guy here, I guess like even I, when I'm in a relationship, I get to see this and that, and I get to see this and that. You know, we never gotten the male POV on it. So that's interesting also.
Yeah, but I also feel like unaona vile I've been explaining, them it gets toxic, they go talk out to someone. Pia the guy, I feel like it can also reach such a point.
I guess. So I hear, but I'm not quite sure. Like physically, but
I've never heard of such stories.
I've never had I've never had like a guy going to some other guy for advice on their relationship.
Okay, I think they
the other guys will be like, they're like 12 billion. And exaggerating it to at you can go to someone else.
But okay, I've heard stories where some guys go to their friends who are guys for help. But I think wendangi vile nitakukujia like, babe, there's this and this happening, and you call it a story, and you know you can get all emotional and stuff, and you like be there for me. I think guys will be like wanna hang too out of over maybe wako partying somewhere and then the story comes up, so they just hit it right. The liquor kicks in. Unaona tu by the way, I don't know how they talk it actually. Naweza penda kusikia siku moja. Right? Like, whether how do these guys talk? Naweza penda kusikia. So when the liquor kicks in, amwambie what has happened. And then funny thing, yao hailastingi, like they won't talk about it. Hey bro, usifanye tu hivi. Sawa bro. Asante bro. Do they even say asante bro?
Is it helpful? Is it helpful?
I think okay. For since we don't have too much on that one, unaweza sema a bit, like, lakini pia wao wanakuanga na that tabia inaitwaje, kuhold issues, right?
Hold issues before utapata mtu. That's why I was saying it's very rare to find a guy saying something to somebody.
But I'll side with them. You know, I'll side with them because utakuja uambie, let's say we are dating, I'm the guy, you're the of course you're the lady. And then sasa if I have something troubling me, nikuje nikuambie. And then tukiachana, you like talk about it, ama you make me feel stupid for telling you my problem.
Oh, I get.
I actually, so nilionanga hiyo kitu wapi? Ilikuwa TikTok. Yeah, someone talking about why they don't it was a guy talking about why they don't share their problems as guys.
Yeah. Okay, sometimes we're hard to talk to. Alafu maybe utaanza kuandamine like his problem. You're like, yani kitu ndogo unaanza
right? Ama you make him look like ati wewe ni mwanaume na like unafanya anakaa weak, as in he should not have problems, he should not talk about problems. They're just small things, and maybe kwake ilimsumbua sana, and he thought he can confide in you, but you end up
shut him down.
Right.
It's also another reason as why some people hate their partners. You know, like maybe your partner can be very open with you, laugh say like too much. Every time it's a problem. Every time. And like every time it's like, babe, baby. You know, like it's a quite less ataanza tu babe nikwambie tu like here we go again. Here we go again. Yeah, you see, it's also another reason as to why. So there's a clash. And as much as you want them to open up, it gets annoying when they do it too much.
But I think that one depends with what they're talking about, ama what the problem is. Kama ni financial, kila saa babe niokole thao, babe punch. Exactly. That one will get boring. For a fact, dem ataboeka too.
Alafu you'll feel used because you're like, every time he'll call me on Saturday night, itakuwa babe ni jenge sotano, unaona?
Babe, this, that. But sasa kama ni genuine problem, I have friends who like their guys being vulnerable. Like a guy who can talk to them, express their issues, their feelings, they're okay with that. Like it's okay. Hata akuwa analia tu kila siku, they're okay with that. But for me, it looks a bit off. It's okay to cry once in a while. Tell me this is bothering you, this. But equal consistent, it gets weird, for lack of a better word.
Or sometimes it may get manipulative.
They're kind of
because now he'll be like, now you won't help me, you'll leave me alone like the other people, you'll start being fake, you know, like so like now you're forced to now you're forced to now just help him, just listen, you know. See,
and then
okay, sometimes it gets boring. Really hard. You don't like know where you lie. Especially someone who's not like genuine with the intentions. So may the Lord save us.
Who will save us?
So that's how it is. But so those are some of the situations that I had or have had.
Or you might have.
Anyway, jinx.
Jinx pole.
Wait, 2024 is a year of prosperity.
Prosperity it is. Anyway, we'll leave that for our viewers. What they think about whatever we have shared. And thank you for coming by.
Thank you for inviting me.
Mkona brains out here. Wisdom.
Come on. It's all
This is
you.
the part where you say thank you.
All you. It's all you. It's all you. But thank you.
Credits, right?
Credits.
Anyway, thank you again for coming by.
Okay.
Guys, don't forget to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Mission Possible Production. Then tumalize pale YouTube, subscribe to our channel, Mission Possible Production TV. Give us comments hapo chini, either me or Vanessa, who's right, who's wrong. Tell us what you feel about the whole story. Why do guys at this point wanaanza kuchukia? Why do ladies at this point wanaanza kuchukia? Why does the relationship get toxic? And yeah, see you next time. Bye. Bye.